Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name is Greg Prescott from in5d.com, and you're tuned into the weekly tarot card reading for Libra for May 25th through the 31st, 2020. My name is Greg Prescott, and I am a triple Libra, so I'm really looking forward to this. And before we get started, while Allie is shuffling, I'm just going to mention stop over to in5d.net. Check out these amazing shirts. This is the Fire Element Ice Dye shirt. We got the Water Element Ice Dye that just came in that I did. And I just did a bunch of these as well. So this is the Balance Ice Dye. So check those out at in5d.net. Lots of new shirts there. Also, as you guys know, we are heavily shadow banned. So please consider helping to support us in any way on Patreon. Links are below. You can help support us for as little as $1.11 a month, and for that you get your name listed on the Patreon wall of gratitude, plus many other benefits. Check those out at patreon.com/in5d. Also, there's a link down there for psychicalley.net. Make sure you book an appointment with Allison Janes. And without further ado, I'm going to turn the floor over to her. Hi, Allie.
Hello. Hello. So you have to check out the moon, sun, moon, and rising signs, all three, don't you? And you can find that out through, if you do the link below, you can find that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you're triple Libra, and I'm Sagittarius, and
Sagittarius moon and Libra rising.
Yeah.
Yeah, your rising sign changes. Well, yours doesn't. Your rising sign is the same, but the rising sign on the day you're born changes every 2 hours. So if you're not sure of what time you're born, that will affect what your rising is. So try to find out the exact time that you're born, and if nothing else, maybe a ballpark. That'll give you a closer idea. But you really need to know your rising sign. Fortunately, Allie's a Libra, and that's why one of many reasons why we get along so well. Libra rising. And that's just my Libra rising. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. There was something I wanted to say. No, it's gone. It's gone. I know. I'll come back in a minute. So we'll have a look and see what's going on with you, Librans. Okay. So typical Libra is somebody who balances things out, okay, in their own mind before they make up what they're going to do. They can, you describe it better, really. You dissect things. Why?
There are multiple timelines that we're trying to take into consideration, and we want to make the best choice that affects the least amount of timelines, but also gives us the best outcome on every timeline. So that's why, you might ask us, do you want fish or chicken? And we might say, I don't know, because that doesn't matter. A different question might take us more time to analyze. And that's why it's really hard for a Libra to answer a question directly. But when they know, they know. If you ask a Libra a question and they give you a quick answer, that's the truth. And you can take that to the bank.
Yeah, that's true. But when you said, I know you, that's it. You did.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I don't know a lot, but I know you. Yeah. And I believe in you.
I believe in you too. Okay. So we've got Libras. So Libras, let's have a look and see what's going on with you. Nice cards to start with. We like those. Okay, so you've first of all got the Sun, which is one of the best cards in the deck. You've got the Lovers card. Yeah, so that's to do with intensity in love life. It can mean a complicated love life. I suppose we are a little bit, because we live so far apart. So, but yeah, so whatever your complication is, there's a complicated love life there. Doesn't have to be yours. It can be someone around you. It can be a situation that needs to be resolved. But you do have the Sun card with it, which does indicate happiness and things things being good. And then you have the Independent card, which means that you can be independent, or you're needing to be independent, make independent decisions and choices. So what do they mean together? I'm just going to take a moment. Okay, so I'm being told about needing to understand what is going on regarding your love life and emotions. Now, we've got, I don't think this is to do with you directly, Greg, but imagine that on one side, there's a boost of confidence and there's a feeling of ecstasy and happiness. Okay. On the other side, we've got the Independent card. So is it that some are thinking about and weighing up what it is that they want in their life? Do they want a relationship? Do they not? If it's complicated, is it too much complication? What is going on? Anything you want to tell me? I'm joking. But this to me feels as if it's like there's a deep understanding. It's like a deep meaning to this, and there's a need to kind of, I mean, look what I'm trying to pick up here. Okay, this is why I'm picking this up. Okay, so you've got the complicated love life in the middle. You've then got, that gives you lots of happiness and it makes you feel good. Okay, but then you have, on the other hand, being independent, needing to be independent. Maybe it's too much. Maybe there's something going on that is maybe overpowering your relationship, maybe a situation around you that is causing the complications. Okay, so financially, there's something good going on financially. This to me is where, you know, when financially your hands are tied to a certain degree, but sometimes you just have to stay doing what you're doing. Okay, don't change too much at the moment. You know, it's like if you change now, then the outcome will be very different. Does that make sense? You've just got to keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, then leap forward. Now's not the time to take leaps. Now's not the time. But it's like something that is very smooth and that seems to be flowing in the right direction. This is what you need to be thinking about. Okay, I'll show you the card. It's like sometimes your vision needs to be blinkered. Does that make sense? Sometimes to change anything and to think, to take the blindfold off wouldn't work. Okay, at the moment. You need to stay in your blinkered state, okay, to make the best decisions that you can. Okay, so I know that sounds gobbledygook, but if you think about it, if you're making a decision, go with your gut feeling. Don't try and change anything. Don't try and analyze it. Don't look into things and go into even more complications. They're saying you need to make a decision on what you know now. Okay, don't look any further. Okay, because what you know now is what you need to know. Sometimes we have to be in the situations we're in for whatever reason. Okay, and just go with that. Emotionally, your higher mind is saying, I know what I want. Okay, so for Librans, that's pretty good, isn't it? I know what I want. Okay, so there's an element of going with your higher self, understanding your higher self, not wanting to get real. You're just wanting for everything to be a fairy tale, really. Okay, so that's basically the beginning of the week for Librans. The middle of the week. So the middle of the week, nice cards again. You've got the ten of Pentacles. Okay, so that basically means that there's finances coming in. You might have been doing affirmations and they're working out for you. So that positive feeling is paying off. Keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, so remember, if you've been concentrating on if you've been concentrating on something negative, just what I mean, and worry, then you're going to get more of that. But you obviously have been concentrating on money being fine, and therefore money is more than fine. This card indicates rerouting or moving, talking about rerouting or moving, discussing what it means, okay, to up. It's like uproot yourself and move. Okay, that's what the discussions are and the thoughts are. The Seven of Swords means making sure that your well-being is right, making sure that you're going to be happy, okay, as well. So a lot of decisions about finances at the middle of this week. Financially, the other thing you need to do is to make sure that there is the right balance of I want it, I want it, I want it, and is it logical to do that? Does that mean so? Right at the beginning of the week, I'm telling you, don't look any further, just go with what you're feeling. This time, I think that there are, by the middle of the week, then you've got to look for anything that is luring you somewhere with a bad element to it, or, and it's like it seems shiny and wonderful, but is it? Okay. So look out for things that tempt you and that seem very easy, that you in the back of your mind doesn't feel right. Okay, so we've got the Devil card, and the Devil card to me is where there's mischievousness going on. So is there somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes? Okay, remember, that's very serious. We had this one. Okay, pull the wool over your eyes. This is saying you don't need to worry about it. By the middle of the week, you might need to kind of look into it in further detail. Okay, but the cards that surround it and the finances means that it's all going to be fine anyway, that you've already sussed it out. So ignore what I've said. Basically, in the back of your mind, you're going to know that you've won a battle against something that wasn't clear to you. Okay, and I think that's this indicates that you don't really have to do anything for a bad situation to arise and then dissipate. That's how I feel. It's like financially everything's good. It's a bit like Spirit have been looking after you, and they're saying don't worry about it, don't worry about it, we've sorted it all out. And then you realize exactly what's happened in the background. Okay, it becomes clear, and finances are then rolling into you, to your life. It couldn't be any better there. Good. To do with emotions again. Love. Okay, so this means that you are, love, it depends on your circumstance. If you're single, then love means that you could love yourself. If you're in a relationship, then this means that you're falling in love or lust again with the person that you're with. If you are different, love means different things to different people. Okay, different circumstances. Okay, but it's all good. I like your reading. Pisces wasn't so great at the beginning of the week. Okay, so this indicates that everything seems to be very clear, and that you are moving away from anything that hasn't been good for you. You're moving into clearer, it's like clearer waters, clearer insights. You're dealing with things that you need to deal with, and you're ignoring things you don't need to deal with. I can see application forms or doing some sort of paperwork. I feel that is important to you, something to do with signatures, paperwork, official stuff. It could be linked with overseas. It's looking into the sun. Okay, to do with finances, the wheel. The wheel basically means that everything is turning in the right direction. Financially, everything is going very well. This indicates that sometimes there's stuff from the past that you might need to emotionally deal with, or you could be around somebody who's got stuff from the past that they need to deal with, and you might be helping them out with it. But it's all to do with sometimes we store things up, and then if we haven't dealt with it, it can come up and bite us on the arse. you know, maybe you'll see signs that somebody needs to deal with their stuff, maybe, and you're going to help them with it. But once you get past that, sometimes if this card comes up, it means it needs to be addressed, needs to be dealt with. And what happens after you've dealt with that, it means that there's a clear future ahead. There you go.
Love. We have Stephanie with us again in YouTube.
Oh,
And
hello, Stephanie.
she asked me on the last video, but I didn't ask you on that one. But I'll ask you on this one, seeing how we have her here now anyway.
Okay.
She wanted to know, she's not on Facebook very often. So how do people get in contact with you to take some of these Zoom classes that you're offering?
I suppose I could take email addresses, really. I could do that and just send a blank, you know, like a mail shot out to people who really want to know what's going on. But we were talking about maybe updating the website because it's a new website. There's things, and it just went really quick, hasn't it? It's just gone, you know, I'm not complaining. It's lovely. But you need to show me how to put on the classes and the workshops. You're just going to show me how to do that, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Because things are really busy for you too. Things have kind of really
That's okay. I'll make time.
And we got some new plans coming up, haven't we? We can't wait to tell you, but not telling you yet. Secret.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that stay tuned to that, Stephanie. And just want to remind you guys, if you want to help support the channel, you can check out the shirts at n5d.net. You can also check us out at Patreon. You can find links for both of those below, but also make sure you go to Allie's psychicallie.net and book a reading with her. Allie?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You. You can tell that you like promoting me more than you do yourself.
Yeah, I do. People have heard me promote me, you know, for years. I've been doing this.
You need it. You need it.
Oh.
Okay. So this is for Stephanie. There's regular things going on. Okay, these are the regular events. I'm going to be doing regular Tuesdays now. On doing free classes on Facebook. Okay, and that's Psychic Alley 1-to-1. And that is 7:30 in the evening for UK, 2:30 p.m. USA Eastern, 11:30 a.m. that's Pacific. And usually Wednesday nights I was doing that, but now we're going to do Wednesday classes in psychic development classes. So that's proper psychic development, and that's in Zoom. Okay. So you will be, if you do join in with that, there is going to be a mixture of people from England and abroad. So it's going to be like a multicultural. There was today when we did the class, didn't we? We did the Sunday nights, okay? And there was a general mixture. I think there was somebody from Holland, somebody from Germany, and then there was all over the US, wasn't there? And then England and stuff, and I think Cambridgeshire, I think there was a load of, so it's all over. So I'm loving the fact that we're getting to people all over the place. And then every Saturday I do workshop. So they change each week. The Saturday workshop this week is Tarot Tuition Level 2, and that is from 2 p.m. until 8 p.m. That's 10 English pound. It's $12-ish. And that is 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific times. And then on Sundays, we do a Zoom meeting there'll be a mediumship demonstration, and that is from 7:30 until about 10:30. We're trying about 10:30. The latest that is between 10 and 10:30 finish. And that's 2:30 p.m. Eastern and 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And that is £5 or $6. So that's kind of the regular things that I'm doing. But yeah.
Stephanie's saying, yes, want to do the Zoom classes where you get paid. So you and her need to
Ah,
figure out
Stephanie,
how to
I've
get.
got you. See, I've got her on Facebook. I haven't got, so I need to.
She
I
says
don't
she
know.
has her email address.
I do, because you booked a reading before, so I have got you. I'll get it from there.
Yep.
I'll
Right.
get it
You
from,
guys can
yeah.
communicate, and we're gonna leave it off at that. So, on behalf of the beautiful Alison Janes, my name is Greg Prescott from N5D, sending you all infinite love and light. Namaste.
Bye.